Hello, people of the internet. It's your boy, Skinny Penis. Another basics barang video. You know, we're going into the basics of Napoli. Even though Napoli is limited in comp, not really translating into randoms, especially for solo play. Napoli is more suffering than actual fun. But we can try to make it work. So, what do you not want to see in a Napoli? Okay, well, we have a carrier here. We have a decently shit flank, because this flank doesn't really allow me to push up. It also depends a lot on my DD gameplay. We have two Torpedo DDs. Elbing and Sherman aren't really a big problem. I can even run them down. Torp DDs are obviously what I don't want to see. Since I don't have Hydro, no radar, this is exactly what makes Napoli pretty shit in randoms. You have to get in these aggressive positions against pretty stupid enemies and then like game close on them. We're running full secondary, by the way, like even the module, just for the fun. It doesn't really change much on the ship, what you take in the 6th slot. Generally range mod is probably the best because you can crossfire with AP further out and you have slightly better dispersion. Reload is also fine. Plays well close up, but since you don't really want to shoot in your smokes, you have the issue that reload depends more or like goes more for the guns, and then you can't shoot a lot when you're close. So I mean, range mod is the best. I'm running secondary because it's fun. I'm trying to go close here. That's what you want to do early with your Napoli is essentially group up with the destroyers. Since you have 3 smokes and you I want to use my first smoke early, I generally want to use all 3 smokes until the end of the game. That people are holding the smokes is most likely one of the issues why Napoli isn't performing very well. They essentially only use it as some disengage tool when it's already way too late. He actually pens my sides. I think he gets 60 pen on the guns. He pens my side plating. IDDs are taking care of the torpedo boat. I will go wider. Tackle the issue of the PMO. If this guy is 8-7 away, I can shoot. He's not, but I still want to like take a shot at the PMO. Actually, the Shimmer died right before I shot, so I'm staying dark. I can theoretically turn back in here and game on the Repub, because Repub has 32 armor. I can actually deal significant damage to him with my secondaries. Let's go secondary farm on the... I'm gonna accelerate behind the rock and then shoot the Repub again. Okay, I'm dark. I can re-push it into the Repub. Shouldn't be a problem, because I can use this rock to dive against the PMO. Shouldn't be that big of a problem to push here. The Sherman Sep doesn't pen my side plating, and the Sherman doesn't really have the torps to withstand me. So the idea is to go close here and run at the Repub. We'll torp the Sherman smoke. Angle in towards him. 2 minutes on smoke still. It's a pretty long time. And actually the Repub turned out, which doesn't allow me to get him into secondary range, but I have a lot of HP to spare, so I can still keep running at this and probably tank it for a very long time. This should be fine. German took a torp. I will take the outside now. German stopped shooting me. Okay, this guy died. Probably turn like this, torp the PMO on the border, because he's probably going to move forward at some point. And run at the Sherman. Sherman doesn't have Hydro on yet, so I think I can go dark here. Maybe he eats a torp, he actually reversed into it. Yeah, he took a torp. I have no clue how he's still alive. This thing is digging me a second asshole with the sap. Holy shit. Your mod doesn't seem to be that fair, honestly. Okay, this guy died. Okay, so just nosing in. I mean, I didn't get damage, but all 3 ships focused on me, and I lived it because it's Napoli. This is kind of what you want to do. Tank a massive amount of damage for your team. Obviously that I didn't have a smoke was a bit of a problem here, since with a smoke I could have just mitigated so much damage in the end by going dark in it. If the Reaper would have run at me, definitely more damage possible with the secondaries, but the Reaper just died to AG spam and fires. Guy's probably gonna DCP here. I haven't gotten a single fire yet, which is unfortunate, but hey. I can keep running at the Schlieffen while going towards middle. The game is essentially over. Steamroll. Yeah. It was a very good opportunity though, because the Shimmer was in the cab and died, and no torpedoes on me. Which is like the biggest threat for me, because I don't have Hydro or radar. At the moment he dies, I can just tank main gun damage, which is way more predictable. Obviously you can't really predict if torpedoes are going to hit you or not. You can try to mitigate it, but not gonna be 100% possible most of the times to completely predict if you're going to eat torps or not, since you don't really know how demented the enemy team will torp. Yeah, so this is also, by the way, the reason why Napoli and randoms is a very, let's say, sad to play. Or, I mean, to be fair, if it's a Venezia here and not a dented PMO, he doesn't pen me with Sabin, I have probably like 25-30k more damage afterwards. HP, I mean. But, I don't even know if it gets torpedoes, that thing. I wasn't even looking for that. But it definitely pens the 60mm side plating, which is a big problem, because now Venezia doesn't. Which is, by the way, the reason Venezia is useless with Napoli introduction, because the Ven doesn't deal damage. You can turn flap broadside to it, and the sab would shatter, which is pretty dented. I mean, yeah. But it's very ungrateful to play Napoli in random solo. If your teammates, especially your DDs or radar cruisers, are pretty stupid, or your carrier, you can't really do much against the DDs yourself unless they're really stupid. And you pull some wicked gamer moves against their torps. So you get, and also like your damage output, even if you are close, isn't that high. But you have to be close to get secondaries and torpedoes out and actually deal meaningful damage. Obviously I'm going into base because I thought the Marseille would go outside. He is not. The gearing is supposedly trying to rush the Marseille now. Going to have a look here. I commit further on the Zhao carrier, or if I go for the Marseille. I mean, the gearing shouldn't get that rush out in my opinion. Like, that should be very hard for him. Oh, the Annapolis will get the carrier, because he can burst him, I guess. Gonna load AP. Yeah, your strength is the tanking close, using smoke to get cooldown of heal, of repair, stuff like that. This is like what you want to do. Okay, the gearing didn't fucking do anything really. Get some AP volleys in. Generally I like to play range mod more, and with range mod it would also be a bit easier to play the ship in general. Cheeky little citadel here. Since you have Henry AP, that's like what makes the AP so good, and also worthwhile to spec for range mod and dispersion mod even. Like, you could go range dispersion mod and you would probably overall have an easier time playing the ship, because the main gun is really the selling point. The secondaries are only really good against certain ships close up, otherwise they're fairly useless. As you can see here, the HE of the Zhao is very, very ineffective to me. I'd like to get another AP volley in on that guy. Okay, we got that kill. The closer you are, the better your dispersion is, by the way. This guy seems to be a wee bit clueless as to how to drop me. IDDs and I are forming this wicked squad of... Wait, he didn't... Wait, he didn't aim the torch properly, so now the spread is kicking my butt. Oh, nice one. That's very cool. So the Annapolis should probably even live this, by the way. He can drive on the Marseille for free. As long as he doesn't load AP, I can just stay flat. Because his HE won't deal damage to me. Are they gonna ram? No, they're actually ramming. Wicked. I can use my smoke now to stay alive. Don't have heals anymore. If I get good dispersion, I should get like some... Maybe some double sit and kill him here. Dispersion sadly not the best. Oh, not at all. Yeah, we didn't really have a good smoke timing here in this game. The only thing you could notice from this game and how I played it is that the early smoke there was very unnecessary. Because it turned out that I can or should push right after. Like, the moment my smoke went out, I immediately turned it back in. Because that's how you... Like, I have to be close to them. And the game was very fast-paced since the Shimmer immediately died and the other players in the enemy team weren't that smart. We ended up with 2 kills and a bit of damage still. Hopefully next game is a bit better. But at least we won. My DDs were really good. So here you could see how I can actually play the game if my DDs fight the enemy DDs, play forward, spot. Because then the Napoli becomes extremely strong. If you can play close, which you should. Like, this is the point, your concealment, your armor and the smoke together, even also the secondaries with 9-2 range. The combination is meant to be played close. I also think that Napoli stats are a great way to see if a cruiser player actually understands what he's doing, because it's very much about aggressive play and positional play. It's not the one-dimensional I turn into kite and farm people, because it's not really effective. Oh, hopefully I get third corner on this map. This would be a very good map if it's the correct side. It's not the correct side, fuck. The question is, do I want to go over towards C? Probably takes me way too long and we already have a GK there. I'll just play close between A and B. That's a better solution in my opinion here. Sadly. Yeah, it's like one of these maps that you don't really like with many ships, but if you have like a Schlieffen, a Napoli, something that wants to really brawl and play close, the corner up at sea is really good. For all other cruisers, it's pretty shit, or ships in general, it's pretty shit. Since it's essentially forcing you into a close fight if the enemy team wants to. Very hard to like find angles there to consistently farm or stay safe. It's very much dependent on people running at each other and whoever has the better brawl or the better RNG, or the better brawl ship or the better RNG wins. But I can go to the island. I mean, obviously this island would be better with some farming cruiser, Radar Minnow, Des Moines, Colbert, something like that. Good arcs, maybe even radar, like Radar Minnow, Des Moines. You bring Hydro Radar forward, spotting, you are safe and you can farm over the island. Napoli, not really like a good pick here. A is also pretty shit because they have torpedo boats again. So they would just camp me. I couldn't really play aggressively. Always gotta care that you're not playing into torpedo or common torpedo spots or common spots of torpedo boats, because you really don't want that. As mentioned in the first game, that damage is something you can't really predict and it's too much. Like if you get torped and farmed, it's too much. If you just get farmed, Napoli armor is really effective. It's not a Petro in terms of tanking, but it's very close. Also why it's so annoying for some ships to deal with. Gunboats are obviously something that really hate me, because it's insanely hard to farm out a Napoli as a gunboat solo. Wonder if the DD's over there or there. Okay, he's there. They have 2 Schlieffens. I mean, lots of these cruisers are very nice to fight. Hindenburg is pretty bad though for me. I don't like that one. It's a smoke DD. It's one of these. Maybe. Okay, interesting. Napoli and Schlieffen are coming here. So as long as the Des Moines doesn't go to the rock, they don't have radar on my smoke, which means I can kite like Schlieffen or Napoli with 1 smoke. and secondary them. Yeah, my range is garbage, so I'm gonna load AP here. On this kind of ship with this good concealment and armor and you playing close, you kind of want to have AP loaded most of the times because it's like what you play for. Opening AP volley and angle. Oh, we have an Atago here. Okay, so he's probably gonna torp the gap against me. I'm going to just slow down and kite. Because I can always pop my smoke. I mean, the plane is a bit annoying, but just the fighter should be down at some point. Nice, my hipper suicided. Very good, very good. Thought he would angle up again. He torped that gap. Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. I want to stay here. You always got to be mindful of where the enemy torpedo boat was angle-wise. Like what angle could he access? And he was turning out in this area, so he can only turn this from this side, not here. Very good. Okay, so this Schlieffen seems to be camping the rock. I mean, I can pop a fighter too and now see where the Napoli is. I think I go forward a bit. Okay, the Napoli is coming. Do keep in mind though that your ass on Napoli is extremely weak, so kiting too close to people is very risky. You should at least be like 6-7 kilometers away at least. I mean, in randoms it's very forgiving because random players aren't like really that smart. I want to turn in here. Access the angle. Oh wait, secondary this guy. I mean, you're not gonna deal like that much damage here. Oh, that is Schlieffen torps. Very unfortunate that he... How did he get an angle here? Oh, yeah, okay, makes sense. Unfortunate. But it's fine. We can take one at the moment. We can just let our secondaries work a bit on him. And turn our turrets actually towards this, I guess. Gotta be careful here. Good. Okay, my torpedoes are fucked. Just gotta be mindful of the Delaware over there not lobbing me. Okay, as long as he shoots HE, I'm perfectly fine. What I meant with weak ass is that AP can penetrate your ass there very easily. The plating on the side here, because it's more belly shaped here, and also the step on the ass, like the step here. You can even get citadel through that, so you gotta be a bit careful there. But as long as, okay, he shoots AP now on my angled plating, so maybe he's coming closer to actually shooting AP on the spot that I have a problem with. Not yet, not yet. Where are my turrets there? My secondaries are doing some damage, but it's not like that crazy. I'm gonna PCP one. If the Schlieffen pushes out, I gotta fuck off too. 0 damage. I'm actually gonna pre-torp it right now, because probably the Schlieffen is growing impatient soonish and will push out. And he's shooting the HE again, which is very, very useless. I can knock his guns here with AP. I can also get decent penetrations with AP, so the damage of AP and HE is kind of the similar. He's smoking now. Did he DCP? I'm going to load HE and see if he shoots both turrets. He might actually catch those torps. Maybe he's dumb enough to shoot while he's turning. We can actually clap him here. I'm gonna reverse and reverse and reverse, and he probably torps my reverse. He's turning out, so he might actually catch torps. Wow, didn't. That's crazy. The game is turning into the enemy's favor really fast. Gotta be cautious, probably go for a kill here. I'm even more aggressive. I'm already sitting in their mouth. Okay. Not good. Okay, this is sketchy here. If I'm that close to a battleship, he can... But I moved forward to get the island in between me with the torp. mean, this is the entire reason he probably pushed out. We do have, we do still have 2 DDs here on the cap, but the Nustra can just camp our DDs and... I think I want to be a bit more aggressive here. Maybe try to make something happen. The game is going to be a loss. That's fairly obvious now. Warp there. Yeah, well, the Akizuki dodged torps for now and is still alive. Somehow we have to keep A, otherwise we get zeroed out. Currently spotting the Hindenburg for the Akizuki, which means I will stay like this and just let the Akizuki deal damage too. I'm gonna pop a heal already. Because it's about to go down here. Like, I can only imagine that the Schlieffen and the Napoli are coming around the corner any moment. But I have my smoke ready, so I will just smoke up. DK killed by Yard. At least we're getting some kills, I guess. Okay, I'm dodging the first set of the Ustra volley. This guy goes nose in, which is a confirmed kill. Like, we can kill him. This is the second set. And now he died to Nustra guns, actually. Don't really know how he's spotted, but hey. Maybe I hit a torp on the Atago. Oh, fuck. If I turn back in, I can maybe make it. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. I can still full turn to the left, though. This guy isn't moving yet with the Napoli. I can still full turn left, get my secondaries on the Delaware, and on pop plane. For some reason, Kid is not holding spotting. Get my torps out too. Hopefully I hit some. Yeah, I should finish the turn before. And I finished the turn, and now I can shoot as well. I think he turns into torps. I already have a heal ready. I gotta... he hits the ass. That's what I meant with ass. I got away pretty safe here. He didn't deal the amount of damage that he could have if he aims more properly. I think he slows down into my next torpedoes as well. So maybe switch for the Mustra. I gotta angle out again. Blew up. Problem is the Schlieffen. Yeah, well, I mean... Oh, wait, maybe I can go dark in the kid smoke if I live. Oh? Nah, dude. The secondary kills me. I could have actually sat in there and secondary farmed those two people now for ages. That would have been really cool. Yeah, well, sadly. 1,000 more HP and I probably live it. Fuck, I shouldn't have taken the Atago Torp. I won't even hit a Torp on the Schlieffen. Or maybe one. Well, better than nothing. Got a torpedo hit on a flooding here. But he has DCP. Sadly, it's not winnable. I mean, if I'm able to sit in that smoke for 2 minutes and I secondary down the Schlieffen, probably. I have good odds of like getting my last heal out, and I mean, I can play the game for longer, get more damage, but I wouldn't win. I mean, again, this was actually the perfect example as to why playing Napoli in randoms is a bit sketch, because it's not like you don't have hydro, and the torpedoes are your issue. I ate the Atago Torp there, midship. Cost me my DCP, like 13-14k HP. Yeah, and if I had those HP, I could have played for way longer and deal way more damage to the enemy team. So, perfect example that the torps are mostly the issue. Oh, actually, okay. We have a Malta here. That's problematic if he knows how to torp. We have lots of torpedo boats again, which is obviously shit. But we get a decent side. And in between these islands, I can probably push up a bit and do some stuff. Yeah. Don't forget, by the way, on Napoli, the torpedoes I landed just now, like you do have 4 torps per side and they reload really quick and they have 13.5 range. So they're like these fire and forget torps. Just throw them out in general directions. And they're not that easy to dodge because they're very slow, long range, but they have very good concealment. So it's decently hard to dodge them actually, and they pop up very random because I mean, obviously people are watching out for torpedo boats, but not for your Napoli torps. Yeah. Also pretty bad ships there for me to fight with secondaries like the Napoli nosing in and the Schlieffen. I mean, sure, I do some secondary damage, but it's not that meaningful. Some other ships would have been way more interesting. Like, for example, if something like a Hindenburg or a Delaware push into your secondary range, you deal a lot of damage there. Generally, battleships with 38mm armor, like the Americans, or lower, 32 is obviously the perfect thing. You really shred a lot of HP into them with the sex. Segs. So we're obviously using the islands here to push close. They also give us not only great cover against guns, but also against torpedoes. And with my black here, him having radar and stuff, I can probably do or hopefully do an aggressive move on their reload buff, because it's very far forward, and I can maybe go undetected here for a while. I don't know why you're fucking radaring yet. This is a bit too early, dirt bag. Yeah, that radar is a bit of a waste. Oh, kept the Yugumo, but as said, like, fucking wasted radar, because I won't be able to shoot him here. Yeah, we could have probably killed him. Yeah, I have a... Ooh, it's a Raider Edgar. That's actually not that good for me. It's actually not that good. I can keep shooting here because this Raider will last for 10 years anyway. I have another reload buff on my secondaries. I'm going to go close, turn left, get all my secondaries on the Hindenburglar. And slow down. Already pop a heal. Don't want to die here too early. These people are 8-7 from me, so I gotta be a bit careful there. Two pens. I'm gonna go into my smoke now. This is very sketch. Okay. We're safe though. I can turn behind island. Sadly, I can't shoot. You always gotta keep in mind the smoke fire detection. 8-7, I think. So, since this guy is in smoke fire detection range, gotta be really careful there. I mean, I can shoot here before I go behind the rock. I get spotted, but I go unspotted right now again. See? Very, very good. Okay, that is a bit fucked. To dodge that torp now. Oh, okay. Very interesting, actually. Currently happening here. I have to turn out. Even if it costs me more HP, I have to turn out. Nice. The reload Illinois with double reload buff already, so that's a bit fucked for me. Can't really fight that. Unfortunate. They're killing my secondary turrets remarkably fast. The Annapolis is pushing. Hopefully they focus a bit on that guy, not me. Would be very nice of them. I mean, them ruining my secondary turrets is quite fucking shit for me, but hey, whatever. I haven't gotten a single sit yet on this Edgar. I am tanking a whole lot of damage though. And in fact, some of them are shooting the Napoli now. I'm not getting a single sit on the Edgar because his armor scheme is so incredibly dented. Yeah. Getting only overpens, which is super bad. And now the Malta is already dropping me. It's even more bad for me. Okay, Malta fucked off. I will go dark. I will make sure to not eat a torpedo right now. And I will be heal back up. And this guy's not aiming for me, which is very good. It's arms race. We're losing ships rapidly, which is really bad, by the way. But I am unspotted and I can go for the damage buff now. 50 seconds on smoke. Okay, the YY is, no wait, what is it called? The thingy is back. The Yugumo. They're not aiming for me. Maybe I can turn out again? Hopefully I can turn out again. I mean, I tanked a lot for my team, but interestingly enough, my teammates didn't really use that to their advantage at all. They just decided to fuck off further again. I mean, I'm going to be perma-spotted here anyway. Oh, it's not the Yugumo, it's the Haaland that's spotting me, I think. Okay, interesting. Gotta turn away from that. That's for sure. We're gonna torp the direction of the Yugumo again. He's probably fucking around in front of the thingy. Hello, we have a Haaland there. We have a teammate going for it. Grozovoy might be able to go middle again. I think I'm being hunted by the destroyer. I mean, I lost most of my secondary turrets, as you can see. The two fat ones on the left, so only my right side is really usable with secondaries. Be fairly nice if this Haaland wouldn't hunt me, but he is. I'm gonna turn back towards my Grozovoy and Nakimov. Would be really cool if he fucking starts spotting this guy. I mean, we lost the game already. It's like no winning this. Well, that's where the Haaland is. Interesting. Grozovoy and I can kill him here. Very good. Okay, nice. We got him. Maybe the Grozovoy lives. And I could maybe collect 2 heal buffs, which would actually give me the opportunity to play the game again. Probably still gotta wait a long time though for them to actually pop here. A torp. Ah, but the Haaland was the guy spotting me, so the Yugumo is really far away. 1 minute 30 on both the buffs, so I'm going to be in a position to go for those. I really need the heal buffs now if I want to make this game still winnable. I mean, it's very high amounts of copium to think this game is winnable, I think, but hey, whatever. Okay, the Yugumo is spotting me from over here again. Conqueror is going behind the rock, though. And if the Yugumo spots me, I can just shoot. Like, whatever. Okay, we got a decap there. What it's worth. Yeah, the Yugumo's over there. fucking... If my demented peasant of a carrier would actually spot for shit, I could easily... Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Keep it lit. Keep it lit. 30 seconds on this cap. Alfred is going for the me. He has the Tiny Tims though, that's a bit of a problem because Tiny Tims actually penetrate me. Yeah, nice. 8,000 damage from a hybrid. Going to pop a heal right now. 8 seconds. I might have to pop one of my smokes the moment I go lit. Yeah, I have to pop the smoke. Wait a minute. Hello, please spot him. Oh my god, he's in the smoke, dude. Bitch, dude. Bitch. I shouldn't have shot. Nice. Now I die for free. Because Honey Carrier is too brain damaged to spot anything. Okay, those are the torps I slowed down for. I can't get the second heal buff though, that's a problem. I also didn't get lucky hitting a torp over there or anything. Wait, the Yugumo was out of the smoke. What a surprise. My carrier is killing me. Very, very, very cool. Torp over there. I mean, I will never get to my next smoke. That's a given. But maybe, just maybe. Nah, wait. I mean, like, we kill this guy. I have tons of smokes in the middle for the Annapolis, which is, by the way, the reason we have issues here. Staying alive. Mainly down to my Nakimov to not spot anything. I'm just trying to wiggle between torpedoes with barely any HP left. And trying to stay alive. And I don't even have a torpedo tube for the right side. I have a double heal, but not really worth a lot. I mean, this guy's dodging me. Okay. You're dodging when the game is already over. Thunder is still alive. Very interesting though. He bursted? Interesting. The fucking moronic planes are up my... The moronic planes actually 8k me again. Wow, this is really cool, man. Hybrid fucking battleships. Ah, it's China, man. It's China, man. Nah. Okay, well, we'll go for one last. This one was a bit of a pathetic game. My entire team pushed. My black killed himself. My black... That's again, perfect example for what I meant in the beginning. I push up. My black wastes his radar way too early. So we can't kill the Yugumo, which we could have potentially. And then he dies, so he can't spot and collect buffs anymore for free. Like all the buffs on our flank were for free. Because in the process, my entire team ran it down into the enemy team, right? So they pushed up one by one. The Annapolis, then the Delaware, and so on and so on. Delaware also didn't use planes to spot the enemy DD. So I'm essentially just dancing around and trying to somehow dodge all the torpedoes of Haaland and Yugumo, because I have no information on them. My carrier would go and spot them and could have easily killed them. As you saw, the Yugumo had barely any HP. It's an easy kill. He doesn't have A. He can just hover him and wait 1 second and we kill him. But because he didn't do that, because he's brain damaged, we lose the game for free. And I can't really play aggressive anymore. Also, the fact that Hindenburg and Louisiana are covered by a Raider Edgar that then pushes flat broadside to me, and I shoot because he's flat, but I get 0 damage, and I stay dark I stay lit for 20 more seconds, allowed them to do like 40k damage or something to me, which was really bad. I shouldn't have shot there, but I mean, it's a flat broadside Edgar. Guess the problem is that the super cruisers just have such a dented armor scheme, very unreliable to actually get damage on them. So yeah, I mean, Napoli, it's not really like a fun experience in most games. You're also working very hard for very little. The only, like, let's say saving grace there was that I had my secondaries on the Illinois and the Hindenburg for a very long time, which meant I got like 30-40k out of them. Probably just playing range mode and a bit more passive than I do is a better way of maximizing usage of the Napoli here. Here again, I try to play aggressive now, but I'm already spotted out because the enemy team has a carrier. My air spotting is massive, it's 7.9, which is just quite ridiculous. This is a common theme of like Schlieffen, Napoli in comp. You want to be close, but your air concealment is garbage, so what happens is you can't really do your maneuvers because the enemy team fucks you up. So we have a daring in middle, so it's 50-50 if the Haaland is here. If the Haaland is here, I actually have a slight little issue, because see, the carrier has spotted me out. The DD pushed up close and already spotting me. So might have a little torpedo incident in a second. Do they have radar? No, I don't think so. So I might be able to do a very intriguing move. Go into the cap. I'm going to wait a bit here. Smoke now, because Hakurio is a bit too much for me. Can't really deal with Hakurio at all. I can't shoot in this smoke, but I can go in towards the cap. I'm gonna try and shoot down a plane. Oh wait, there's a Minotaur? It's a Raider Minotaur, interesting. We overmatch him, so deal some significant damage here. Dremel is aiming at me though, so we have a little issue here. Gotta turn our turrets to this side. Oh, we get torpedoes ready on that side too soon. We're gonna pre-heal. I might be able to swing around here actually. About 10k through the ass of the Dremel. Okay, this move is absolute garbage because I didn't know there is a Napoli there too, neither a Minnow, so we just got jebaited by our team, or like our carrier not spotting properly. But my Schlieffen is coming in behind me, so I might still get some value out of it. I would appreciate it if you wouldn't fucking shoot me, but the Schlieffen, because like he's probably the bigger issue for you, but hey, the fuck do I know? Thankfully he didn't knock any of my secondaries. Got a torpedo hit there, and we got out of life, and this guy just DCP'd, so maybe we can get some cheeky fire for once. Gotta torp the corner again. Okay, he's already on fire. Might be able to turn back in, I think here. Shouldn't be spotted. This could be, or this turned out to be a very, very good move in the end, kind of. Even though I was spotted because my Schlieffen pushed in same time. I actually kept my Schlieffen fairly healthy by doing this suicidal gameplay. Problematic though that we have lost all our DDs already, because why not? What could burst? It's in the middle of the map in a smoke. Maybe he can cap. I want to pop a fighter again to maybe get okay. Like I think I'll turn in here. Even turning in as well, so I'll do that same thing. And fight these people together. Trade of the Schlieffen HP, kind of like the only way we even maybe possibly get a win out of this. I didn't really see what DD we have here. Oh, it's a Benham. Well, that's really bad. That's actually really, really bad. I hope the Schlieffen has second Hydron. That would be pretty good. Oh, the Schlieffen doesn't have Hydron. Because the Minotaur is already hydroing me and the Schlieffen is not spotting him counter. Okay, so work this again. I mean, I don't know why my Schlieffen is already sending it. It's a bit too early for that. Thankfully the carrier is humping this Conqueror. I got a nose fire, but he still has DCP, so it's kind of like whatever, I guess. Wait, he doesn't have Hydro on anymore, and I have my smoke ready, so theoretically I can do some very interesting move here. Yeah, Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, I'm dodging most of the torp. That shouldn't hit me. Yeah, very good, very good, very good. The Schlieffen blew up to the Minotaurs. It's a disaster. And he raiders me. That's a fucking giga disaster. He shot flap broadside. That's pretty dumb. Now I don't have to worry about angling against him. But I have the issue of the venom in my mouth. Yeah, well. It's a death sentence for me. Because for some reason he committed in with his venom. Okay, I don't have torps on that side. Venom is gonna torpedo me. Oh, maybe I have a chance. Venom fucked it. Maybe I do. I'm gonna proxy light him. Come on, secondaries. Come on. Yes! Nice, okay. I wanted to turn into the torps on purpose, so maybe my secondaries get volleys out and then I kill the venom. But the Napoli, I shouldn't have pre-torped. If I had torps there, I could have taken with me. Problematic is that the Conqueror fucked off and the Schlieffen got like just randomly reversed on by the Minnow and died to torpedoes. He didn't even have Hydro on. So yeah, the move itself wasn't like that bad. It was a pretty nice gamer move. But since it's a Benham and he plays Benham in 2023 and just shits torps, his most broken torpedo DD, it's like the hard counter to me. Like, he fucked it pretty bad there, honestly, but it's still the hard counter. Like, I can't really do much against it. It's a disaster. Yeah, well, that's it for Napoli. I mean, I tried to pretty much play as aggressive as I possibly could with it. As you can see, you have to work very hard and also get lucky from time to time to get half-decent results. Napoli doesn't really have a high damage potential. In general, I would rather prefer to play it with range mod and stay a bit more passive in the beginning of the match, because obviously Napoli, the longer the match goes on, the stronger you become if you still have HP left. But now I tried to play it potentially as aggressive as I could. It lost me 2 games, it won me 2. And more team dependent than any other cruiser on tier 10 really, because you really just don't have utility yourself. Actually, I lost 3 and won 1, so maybe not the ship for randoms at all. For comp it's really strong since you have team play. Otherwise, this is how you should play Napo. Probably a bit more passive though, but I kind of wanted to get the secondaries out. In any case, that's it for the Napoli, and I guess see you in the next video, and take care.